Okay. Today we'll start with the Make Work Feel Better hackathon. This is going to be a week-long event, but I'll get into much more of the details in a second. But first, I want to welcome everybody, and especially those viewing on the YouTube video afterwards and joining us through all the other async ways. We're trying to find new ways to make work feel better, and we want to include some of you guys in doing that. So who are we? We're N-Dash Consulting. We primarily do consulting from the name, but we also make tools and professional development, whether that be directly with people or by giving them like trainings or giving them resources to improve their work life, making things easier for them, going about stuff more ethically. For me personally, I'm Hal Halberstadt. I'm a product engineer on N-Dash Consulting, and part of the reason why I'm doing this hackathon is because I'm one of the developers that helped create and spawn NDX and where it is currently. I have a QR code for the About Us page for N-Dash. It'll take you there, and you can go find all the other resources and cool stuff that we have sitting there, a lot of articles. We have a newsletter, stuff like that. More specifically about this event. So obviously it's a hackathon. The main focus of this is using NDX, which I'll get into more specifics, but it's using that to help create something new or improve something you already have started. So no worries that you have to do everything from scratch with it right now. For prizes, we do have some swag that we'll send out to people who join and show one of our, either for just participating or for 3 categories that I'll get into more specifically. Again, this is all asynchronous, so no need to check in or come to every help hour. The help hours are going to be there daily at 5:30. It's for communal so that anyone can come by and interact with us. You can ask me questions. You can get help with an issue. We also have a QR code there for a Discord that should get you straight there. The link there I can also post in many places. If you're watching this on YouTube, we'll have all these helpful links for you there, so you can just click them in the description. And now on to actually what NDX is. So it's a developer experience tool. So it's to help you with developing, and there's 2 main arms to how this helps. The first one is invisibility. Part of it is source vision, to help identify like many issues. If you have very obvious anti-patterns that shouldn't be in your code base, it can help find those, identify them, see if you're too heavily relying on a single file, and just generally keeping you in the loop as it prints. We'll go through a little bit of the experience of actually using NDX, but it'll help you do a bunch of stuff and understand not just what's happening, but being able to figure out if something goes wrong, where exactly it goes wrong, and how to fix it, which leads into automation, where source vision is one of the 3 main core parts of NDX. The other 2 are Rex and Hench, which help automate the work that you're doing. We have it as a baseline to ask for things like committing for you and things like that, just so you are aware. But everything here is also made to have a toggle where you can go and let it basically run overnight. That was one of the things that we wanted to do, is you can come up with a whole bunch of items for it to run through, and the test-driven development in the loop keep your the things you want done not only to be successfully done in the way that you ask it to do, but that you can let it run and be fairly confident that it's going to do exactly what you're asking it, or it's going to stay within a very close line to that and correct itself when normally it would just go off the rails. Now onto the categories. We have a biggest bug, or for the most bugs. We've been going through this one specifically a lot, where you either use or inside of NDX by finding bugs with it. We'll go into that. That's part of the source vision. We have a small change, great impact, which is based on the biggest results based on the smallest change in code. So if you do a 1-line fix that does a lot of improvements, that'd be a great thing to show us. Then the most unique project is for whatever you make, having the most unique. We'll go through all the results and I'll show where the submissions are in a minute. But just the most unique concept or the most unique use of NDX. And if participation, you can join in on the LinkedIn or put in your submission and get in contact with us. And we'll, as long as you're within this week and are in contact with us, we'll make sure that you get something. Now we get to the actual demo part. So when you're starting to use NDX, one of the things that we generally expect is that you have a Git project already set up. If you need to set one up, you can just do the command git init. Otherwise, for whatever code base you're starting with, or whatever folder that you want to start your project in, just make sure that if you're using a like VS Code or some other development aid, that you just start a Git project with that. And then all you have to do to start this is to do, other than npm install, we have those commands in the Git repository. But once you have it downloaded, all you have to do is ndx init, and it'll start mapping everything. It'll get everything set up for you. But even more interesting than this, once this goes and gets all of its stuff set up, you can see that it's writing a bunch of skills. If you want to use the CLI and not use the skills immediately, there's a couple commands that you would want to know. First one would be ndx add, and then you two quotes, and you can do this from the command line. You can even specify what model you use. You can specify if you want to use Claude or use OpenAI's like a GPT. Those are the two main ones that we're working with now. They have free options for them, and part of the reason why this is a week long is so that you don't run out of credits super easily. But we're working on adding as many more as we can. Hopefully, we'll have another addition to add through here. We were hoping to get it out, but either way, once you've added stuff, it'll generate a PRD based on what you wrote in there. And then you just do ndx work, and it'll start running through. There's a bunch of flags like loop in order to get and make sure that it's running through all the available in progress or pending tasks. Or if you want to ever check in the middle of anything what's being done, what's being actively worked on, what's not done, what is done, you can just hit ndx status. I've been working on this for a while, so you can see not just the tokens I used, but all the tasks that are done. It completed 32 tasks. If I added something new, it would show a tree based on what's currently in progress, highlighting what's currently in progress and highlighting what's not. That's what this all flag is for. As you can see, all of these things are done. It'll show when they're done. But without getting into that, if you want a way cleaner version of this, just do ndx start, and that'll open up on your local machine. Going straight to seeing the same stuff, you can just go see the tasks, and you can even go down and take a look at what and when and how things were changed. Everything should be viewable from your Git commits as you work. But past that, the main thing that I wanted to get to is, let's say you're using Claude. A lot of this, we've used Claude a lot for ours. We have a lot of skills. There's ndx work, which does the work from the PRD tasks, and you can actually see individually how it's going through. You can do reshape. So if you're ever having an issue with it running certain tasks, or something's out of whack, or if you were an early downloader of ndx and you want to update to the new PRD structure, all you have to do is that, and it'll start running through. We also have a bunch of other various skills that help you figure out what's happening, help also guide Claude, so that even if you don't use a skill generally, it'll start picking up from the skills and everything sitting in NDX to help improve focusing on test-driven development as a main part of all of this, and just letting you go through and be a lot more happy with the results, happy with what you're getting out of it, and how well you're using these agents. Yeah, we have a like capture config plan. There is as command for doing local development, for if you want to make sure that you are using if you're doing a bug fix in NDX, for making sure that it is using the local one as opposed to the oh, I don't think I'm going to find in this one quickly enough. But you can specify which version of NDX, either the one from NPM or the one locally. And then getting back to here. That's the basics for all the doing NDX. If you ever have any questions or want to reach out to any of us, please feel free to. My email is on this slide here, but we're also there at help hours at 5:30. This QR code is to the About Us page where you can send us, contact us if you would like. But again, if you're watching this, as I'm assuming a lot of people will be, we'll have the links and descriptions and everything like that, so you can reach out to us. For the people that are here, if there's any questions or anything you'd like to go over for me to talk through, please feel free to ask out.
I had a question just about submissions and communications, like asynchronously, the best place for that, or like necessary for submissions, the best place for communications.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. I was going to touch on this and I just slipped my mind there. But we do have a QR code before for doing the Discord. If you join the Discord, then we have a channel in here, the hackathon channel, and it has the daily for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Friday being the last day of the hackathon, of the help hours, and where the submissions go, which is just in the GitHub. There is a discussion post that you can go to. If you want, if you're watching the video now, you can always search this up, the Consulting DX, and this will have a ton of resources for how to get it up started and a lot of other helpful info, and allowing you to even download it so you don't have to go through NPM. You can just pull it from the zip if you would really like to. But all of these, trying to interweave it, the LinkedIn event is still here, but you can just post your comment here. If you do like a bug fix or something, either leave an issue or put, if you fix it, like having the PR, linking that here, or any other kind of showing us off, or showing off your fixes to us, and we can get something headed your way. But yeah, also if you want to just message us at all, you can go through here. You can message me. I'm primarily the help for most of this, so I'll try to get back as soon as I can to any questions. But yeah.
Nice. Thanks.
Well, thank you guys for coming, and we'll get this out to people as quick as possible. And yeah, excited to see what everybody makes.
Sounds good.
And yeah, it'll be a fun week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow evening's little office hours, see if we got any excitement brewing.
Well, I know I've got some ideas, and I want to get some feedback and some couple of things related to what I was building over the weekend. I couldn't wait, so weekends are a good time to do that anyway. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys and getting some ideas on how to evolve it. I got it working, but isn't that the problem with most vibe coded stuff? Is like you can get it working, and then what do you do? And that's why I'm excited about using N-DX. Is now I can keep iterating through it. Now I can keep improving it. So some things like how do I view the PRD that it's being, created, those sorts of things. So for those of you that are watching this video, if that's of interest to you, this is one of the areas why this tool is different than a lot of the other vibe coding solutions that are out there. So if you're interested, as Hal and Steve had mentioned, we've got these office hours and we'll be posting stuff online, and join the Discord channel too. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And if for nothing else, you've got a lot of skills that you can freely take and mishmash.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm excited to see who gets the prizes, but especially about the most creative or interesting. I forget what that one is labeled, but that one's gonna be fun. So cool stuff. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks, Hal.
All right, boys. Later.
Good, Drew.